In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can add 16 cool text effect on your WordPress or Elementor website. I'll show you how easily you can add this effect inside your page. So without further ado, let's see how can we make that. So first we need to go to this website called tobiasahlin.com/moving letters. So here you can find all of this cool text effect which is made by Tobias Ahlin. I want to give him a really big thank for making this cool effect. Okay, so now here to add any of this effect, we need to just click on that effect, and on this right side you can get the code snippet for that effect. So here you can see the HTML, CSS and the JavaScript code for that. So what you need to do, first we need to copy this portion of this HTML code from where they load the main JavaScript file. So we just need to go to this page and take an HTML widget and drag this to here and paste this code snippet. And after that we need to take another HTML widget. So let's add another one, and inside this we need to paste our remaining code. So let's just copy this, paste it to here, and then we also need to copy and paste those CSS and JavaScript code. So for this, first here we need to add the style and the script tag, and inside this style tag we will paste this CSS code, and here inside this script tag we will paste that JavaScript code. Okay, now we can see it's perfectly working inside our page. So now from here, if we want to change this text, we can do that from this HTML code snippet. So if we look at here, we can see this text Thursday. I want to change this to hello. And then if we also want to change the style of this text, we can also do that. So let's go to this custom CSS, and here we can modify this by writing this CSS code. And if you don't know, to use this custom CSS option, you have to have the Elementor Pro. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, you can quickly get this from my link on the description. Okay, now here we will write down some basic CSS. You don't need to be an expert for that. So first let's write selector and give an space. Then here if we again go to this HTML code, here we can see everything is wrapped around this h1 tag, and with this h1 tag we have a class ml1. So let's just copy this class and again go to here, and here after this space we need to put a dot and paste that class name, and then after this curly braces we can write down our code. So for example, if we want to change its color, we can make that from here, make it blue. If we also want to change its alignment to the center, we can also make that from here. Let's also change the font size to 100 pixel, and also change the font family, poppins. Okay, you can see we can change each and everything from here. But for this font family, we cannot get that exact poppins font, because first we need to load that font inside our page. So for this, what we can do, we can just simply add an heading widget inside this page, and we can set its typography to that poppins font. Okay, now we can see this font is perfectly working. But here we don't need this top heading, so let's go to its responsive option, and I want to hide this from all of the devices. So now if we see it from our preview, we can only see here our animated header. Okay, now if you look at this animation, we can see here we have also a top and bottom line with this text, but inside this page it seems disappeared because we cannot see it with this white background. So I also want to make its color to that blue color. Here now if we go again to this HTML code, before and after this hello text, we can see two span tag, which is basically creating these two lines, and with this span tag we have the class line. So let's just copy this, and like before, go to this custom CSS, let's write down selector space dot and paste this class, and inside this, if we want to change its color, let's just write down background blue, Okay, now we can also see these blue lines. Cool. So now it's working perfectly. So after that, let's say I want to add another animation inside this page. So let's go back again to here, back to the main page, and I want to add this animation. So let's just click on this, and here we only need to copy this portion of this code. We don't need that because we have already loaded this JavaScript file at the top of this page on here. Okay, here you need to remind that when you use this effect, you only need to load this file once inside your page. You don't need to repeat that, and you only need to load that before any of your text effect. Otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so now here let's again add an HTML widget and copy this code, paste it to here, and like before, let's also create an style and script tag, and inside that let's paste this code. Okay, now we can see our another text effect is also added. So here if you look at this HTML, you can see there are two words. So we can also add as many words as you want. So at the first I want to add another one. Okay, and if you also want to change this font, you can do the same thing. Let's go to the custom CSS, write down selector and dot, and then from the HTML we need to copy the class name of the h1 tag and paste this. Make the font family Alata, and again to load this font, let's just duplicate this heading widget and drag this to here. And for this one I want to change its font to the Alata font. Okay, now it looks good. And here to see this effect perfectly, I want to set a minimum height with this section. Perfect. Okay, now everything looks good. But how we can deal with the responsive of this animating text? So if we go to these tablet devices, here if we want to change its style, we again need to go to its custom CSS, and at the bottom we need to write down some media query. Add media, make the max width to 124 pixel. So this is the media query of our tablet devices. So if we write down anything inside this will be applicable for our tablet device. And like this one, I also want to make another one for our mobile. Okay, this one is our mobile media query. So first for our tablet, I want to reduce its font size. So let's just copy this and paste it to here. I don't need to modify the other things. So let's clear all of this and only want to make this font size 80 pixel, and then go to the mobile device. Here I want to reduce it furthermore. So let's copy this and paste it to here and make it to 60 pixel. Perfect. Okay, now you can see it's perfectly working from all of our devices. So that's how you can create this cool text effect in your Elementor website. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.